Hello YouTube friends, Assalamualaikum. My name is Emily.
And my name is Andy.
Welcome to our channel. How are you today? Hope everybody is staying well and keeping safe.
So it's Friday again. You know what time it is?
It's Tiger time.
No lah. We post our videos on every Friday 6 p.m. on Singapore time. So thank you for visiting our channel.
Yeah. So this week we have
Teneng!
Jjolmyeon and
steak!
Yay! Okay, so guys, Jjolmyeon is actually a type of noodle. It's Korean noodle. We boiled it, and then after that we make sauce. We didn't really cook it like with the sauce. The sauce is made separately. So it's like a cold noodle salad, I would say. When we boil the noodle, after which to stop cooking we put water and ice.
Yeah.
So, and then Andy made this wonderful spread over here. So, without further ado, guys, I'm excited. Okay, maybe we can, mix it up. Woo. By the way, I made the Jjolmyeon. Hopefully, Andy will like it. Because I think this is the first time that you were having it, right?
I think so.
Yeah. Okay. Let's get eating. Okay.
Jemput makan semua. Oh, the taste is nice, guys.
How do you like it?
It's cold.
Yeah, it's a cool noodle.
Yeah. I mean, I've never had cold noodles. I always prefer something hot.
Okay, this is really, it's not naengmyeon. It's not cold noodle per se, but it's like noodle salad. So it's room temperature. Try having it with the steak.
Oh, guys, I did the steak right.
It's nice. Anyway, we like our steak well done. I hate those pinky things.
But this steak, even though it's well done, it's not until like
It's not hot.
You don't cook until it is way too long. Think about 3 minutes each on each side. Then it's good.
Anything fried or grilled, I will leave it to Andy.
It's not hot. It's very soft.
Boleh terbakar tau dapur. If I were to fry stuff. It's really good. It's really good with the beef.
Maybe one day then we can try something with seafood. Like prawns, I think.
Traditionally, Jjolmyeon is not eaten with this. It's just eaten with vegetables.
Alright guys, I will start today
Yes, please.
with my first story.
Yes, please start so I can continue eating.
Oh, betul. So this story was told by a friend of mine, where she was 15 during the time of incident. She just finished her school. So this friend of mine, after she finished school, she and her friend decided to go for a like kind of adventure. But this is a very different kind of adventure. They went to a Lim Chu Kang cemetery or I can say a graveyard lah. Okay, so they went to the Malay graveyard.
And
or
she's
the
only
Malay
15.
Yeah, she was 15 during that time, and so they went to the Malay graveyard. So upon arriving at the Malay graveyard, she found this like a stick, a wooden stick. She picked it up, and you know what, guys? A bunch of, how do I say, a lot of those big red ants
Ooh.
coming out from the stick.
The steak.
Not the stick, the stick. So she picked it up and she brushed off all the ants away and let the ants drop off. Okay.
I wouldn't, yeah.
So she just take the stick and she use it as, you know, to help with her walk lah. Okay. But somehow,
Kids.
yeah, during that time, right, she was kids, right? So at that point of time, she used that stick and walk and pretend as though she was nenek kebayan. You know what is a nenek kebayan, guys? Okay, nenek kebayan is a Malay term for a witch. Okay, so this nenek kebayan, she will normally known as she is a hunchback.
Yeah.
Like the hunchback of Notre Dame.
Typically lah.
Typically, yeah. So, after she played that role with a friend, and
I'm sure they were giggling also.
yeah, definitely, because they're kids,
Joking,
right? Yeah, so they were joking around, and it, you know, they just after that they walk around with the stick, and you know, after that they went home. Now, guys, something happened to her. When she reached home, she felt a bit of like uneasiness, like she felt ill, getting ill. So what she did, she went back home with the stick. She put in maybe in front of her porch or something like that. He go inside and she rested for the day lah. Okay. So then when the day after, in the morning when she wakes up, she felt she's getting high fever, and also she's getting those like kind of knee joints, pain in the knee joints. I mean in the joints lah. I mean not just the knee lah. In the joints lah. So when she
this is like the next day.
the next
she
day,
woke
when
up and then she have
all these symptoms. So she thought she got you know, like a fever, just normal fever.
Flu lah, maybe.
Flu, yeah, kind of flu. When she wakes up, the problem is that when she wakes up and she walks, she tries to walk. You know, guys, she walk like a nenek kebayan.
She was hunching.
Yes, she cannot walk straight as a 15-year-old girl. So the parents saw it and get worried, like what's happening, and they thought at first it's just a normal flu and everything, but doesn't make sense that she's walking hunchback,
Yeah.
right? So when she when the parents get worried, so the parents ask her, where did she go yesterday? So she just tell the parents lah, saying that
I'm sure at this point she wants to pee her pants already.
yeah, she have to, because I think she also get worried, right? She said to the parents, we went to the Lim Chu Kang cemetery. Oh no, the parents got so shocked.
Yeah.
And
At this point, the parents, there would be the background music would be, oh no, oh no, oh no, no.
And she even told the parents that she brought back a stick with her. And parents were like get like so angry to her. So the granddad did some ritual and gave her some kind of maybe like water or something like that for her lah. So what the dad did was that he bring the stick back to the graveyard or the cemetery. Right? And almost instantaneously, she got better.
Wow.
It's so weird, guys. I mean,
it's not hers lah to begin with.
That's the thing. One thing is that never bring back anything from the cemetery, guys.
Don't bring back anything that doesn't belong to you lah.
Yeah. And one thing is that when you are in a cemetery, respect each other's religion. Do not mimic anything that is not, beyond, I can say, human imagination. That's the thing. Because this thing you wouldn't know. Maybe he saw, the thing saw, and you do that, and
Yeah.
kind of like
Follow you home or
angered,
something like that.
angered the thing.
Yeah.
Who knows, right? Yeah.
Like maybe there's a passing gene or something like that,
yeah.
and then saw you do this kind of act, and then
Yeah.
ooh, fancy, and then follow you home, and
So kids are kids, right? So I mean, but the thing is that if you are a kid watching this video of ours, just to remind you not to do this kind of thing.
yeah. I mean, we learn from other people's mistakes.
Yes.
Okay, so don't do silly things like this.
Yeah.
Okay, so my story is also about cemetery. Visit to the cemetery lah. Okay, so this story was told to me also by my friend. It's a lady. So this happened when she was a teenager. So in her family, it's consists of her parents and then her elder sister, and then she's the middle one, and then she has a younger. So there's 3 girls. Okay, her older sister, herself, and then her youngest sister. So I think the age difference between her and her younger sister is about 6 years, 5 to 6 years old. So this happened when she was about probably 15 years old, and then her sister at that point of time was really young, probably 9 or 10 years old.
Okay.
So they decided to go for a visit to the cemetery. So usually for Malay families, we tend to do that lah. We don't have like a specific date for us to go and clean up cemeteries and things like that. But whenever we feel like it's a nice weekend, we have nothing much to do, nothing much going on, and we plan for a visit to the cemetery to just clean up, clear up, and then do some recitation and things like that. So the family actually went to the cemetery. The whole entire family went to the cemetery, and then they brought with them flowers as well as a jug of water. So I think there's no significance in the flowers and the water. I think the flower is just to beautify the graveyard,
Yeah.
and the water is just to refresh the grass, and there's not really a real significance like
Correct.
you put
Yeah.
some people might be thinking put water on the graveyard and to soothe the soul or whatever. There is no, from what I know, from what we have read, there is no such significance. Okay, it's just to refresh the grass, probably. Yeah. So they brought the flowers and the jug of water, and then they went, and then the moment they were there, the dad starts to recite some Quranic recitation. So when he was reciting, of course, the whole entire family, those who know, would just recite together with him, or will just keep quiet and let him continue recitation. So the younger sister, being super young, right? So I don't think at that point of time she know how much of Quranic recitation. So she was just looking around, and then she tugged on her sister's dress. So she was tugging, and then the sister was like, "What?" And then she said, "Kak, did you see that lady over there? She's wearing red kebaya." Yeah, red kebaya ketat. Like those tight-fitting kebaya. So my friend was like, why would anybody go to the grave like wearing
Kebaya.
kebaya ketat? Kebaya like those tight kebaya. And then after that, she was like, she turned around. She's like, huh? No one eh?
Oh.
Yeah, like, what the hell are you talking about? So probably she's just thinking that her sister is trying to play around. So after that, she was like, she ignored her sister lah. So she was just like, whatever lah. And she continued reciting with her dad and things like that. And then the second time, the sister tugged on her dress again, and her sister said, "I don't think anyone would wear this kind of umbrella these days." And then she's like, what kind of umbrella is she wearing? She's using. And then after that, the sister say, those old waxed umbrella?
Oh, okay.
Like those nyonya, those baba nyonya use old days. Paper, yeah, it's made of paper. So the sister was like, apa adik aku berbual ni? Because she couldn't see. She turned around. There was no one at the grave except for their family. So she was like, what is she talking about? I don't see anyone. She's like, I don't see anyone. And then the sister say, there. She pointed to
Someone
that.
can point.
Yeah, she
Oh my
pointed to
God.
that invisible lady in kebaya. She pointed, and then the sister was like, I don't see anyone. And then she was like, no, she's there. And then she's like, enough, let's just go ahead and continue this recitation. She turned around, she continued her recitation, and then her sister tugged on her dress again, and then her sister suddenly said, Kak, now she is squatting on one of the graves. Squatting? Squatting on one of the graves.
Crazy.
Yeah, so this is...
Well, definitely it's not human.
Yeah. And then the sister was like, I can't see anyone. So the sister said, just don't look. So they finished the recitation. They did the normal stuff lah, you know, put the flowers and water the plants and things like that, and then they left. Yeah. So what do you think, guys? Who do you think that lady is? Do you think that it's a real person? It's a real human being? Which I don't think so. I don't think anyone would be crazy enough to be squatting on someone's grave.
Right. If it's a human, I don't think that person will be squatting on the graveyard. Unless, even though if you are crazy, I don't think you will be doing that, right?
Yeah. I mean, number one, who would be wearing tight-fitting kebaya, red colour some more, to a grave, right? And then wear the old, like, you can't... It's cheap, you know. The umbrella nowadays are pretty cheap, so I don't know why she'd be wearing that type of umbrella. And then number three, why would you be squatting on top of a graveyard? Like, it doesn't make sense to me. I mean, like, if you guys really think that that woman is a real human being, leave it in the comment section below. I like the flavor of the noodles because there's gochujang, gochugaru, sesame oil, and plum sauce, sugar and vinegar, as well as soy sauce, light soy sauce. So it's very nutty. The flavor is spicy, nutty, and sour, a little bit slightly sweet, right? So I really like the taste. And then we have the beef here. This one is like a superstar, man.
Okay.
And if you want this recipe, you can comment down below. Otherwise, you can always Google this. There's so many recipes on Jjolmyeon. Okay, so that's the story that we have for you on cemeteries this week. We have more for you next week. So if you have stayed to the end of this video, if you have reached this far in the video, we thank you so much, and we hope you really enjoyed the video. Do consider subscribing to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button below, and don't forget, guys, to lead up the notification bell so that you get all the latest updates when we post a new video on every Friday 6 p.m. Singapore time.
That's right, guys. Don't forget to leave your comments below. Let us know your thoughts and let us know the food that you would like us to try next. Also, guys, share the video to whomever that you know.
Yeah, so we'll see you again next week. Bye!
Bye!
Assalamualaikum!